You're tuned into the first newscast devoted to the Highland Lakes area. Local team coverage on Tribune Headline News, bringing you the stories you care about now. In our headlines today, the Burnett County Grand Jury indicts men accused of raping a 14-year-old girl in Horseshoe Bay and a couple accused of making an unprecedented amount of methamphetamines in Granite Shoals. Hey everyone, I'm Connie Swinney. This is the Picayune TV on Channel 15. Thanks for tuning in. You can catch these broadcasts weekdays at 9 a.m. and noon, and you can check us out at thepicayunetv.com. More on those indictments in a moment. But first, it's official. Taxes and water rates are going up in Marble Falls. Monday night, Marble Falls city leaders voted for a 3-cent tax hike and about a 9% increase in water and sewer rates. City leaders say the increases were needed to balance an $8.5 million budget. Marble Falls City Councilman Alan Garrett.
We did our best to make every accommodation with that, but due to the financial situation, we had to go forward with it, and it was time for the community to move on and get a budget passed.
As of October 1st, the new tax rate will be 64.35 cents per $100 valuation. It wasn't a unanimous vote. Lone dissenter Sharon Petard had this to say.
I was acting as a voice for the people.
For the increases, city officials blame a stagnant building and housing market, as well as increased debt due to capital improvement projects such as the Manzano Mile Roadway and the Waterline project to the intersection of Highways 281 and 71. In other business, for all of you who want a voice in the next election, the deadline to register to vote is right around the corner. The deadline is October 4th. This coming Monday, the Secretary of State's office sent us this note about registering. It's relatively easy. There are only 9 questions on the application, and if you want to download one, you can go to votetexas.org. The requirements: you must be a U.S. citizen, a resident of the county in which you will vote, at least 17 years and 10 months old, that's 18 by election day, and not be a convicted felon or mentally incapacitated. You'll need a Texas driver's license and a Texas personal ID number, and provide the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. Now, if these numbers aren't available, a person can still register, but must show a proper form of ID at the polling locations. Now we have a handful of indictments to tell you about. First, a Burnett County grand jury recently indicted 2 men arrested and charged in the alleged rape of a 14-year-old girl in Horseshoe Bay. The 2 men, who police say are Honduran nationals, are 19 and 23 years old. They face up to 99 years in prison if convicted of first-degree aggravated sexual assault of a child. The alleged assault, which involved alcohol, occurred following a 4th of July party in an area on Thanksgiving Mountain considered Horseshoe Bay South. The 14-year-old girl was with Reina Marie Ramirez, a 23-year-old cousin. Ramirez faces a child endangerment indictment in connection with the case. The morning after the incident, the child alerted a parent, who then contacted police. The men remain in the Burnett County Jail. In another case, the grand jury also indicted Keith Wayne Henson and Jeanette Turner for their alleged involvement in what authorities believe was the largest methamphetamines operation in Burnett County. Authorities raided their home on the 2900 block of Johnson Street in Granite Shoals July 9th. The couple faces a string of charges, including manufacturing the drug, firearms possession, and possession of chemicals used to make the drug. Investigators found nearly 4 gallons of liquid meth. The estimated street value is over $200,000. Henson remains in jail on a $750,000 bond. Turner has been released on a $100,000 bond. When we come back, our special guest weather segment with the events coordinator for the Marble Falls Lake LBJ Chamber of Commerce. Stay with us.
A relieving hot shower, a sizzling steak, or a soul-filling home-cooked meal. A warm evening by the fire. At Bill Smith Butane, our job is to provide the fuel that makes up the comfort of your home. Call us today and fuel your life with us at a great price. Our company now proudly delivers to Burnett, Llano, and Blanco counties. Bill Smith Butane, 830-693-4383.
We're back. Time now for our guest weather segment on the Picayune TV. we would like to welcome Brittany Gosden. She is the events coordinator for the Marble Falls Lake LBJ Chamber of Commerce. She is a native Texan who moved back to the area from Colorado. She's been working at the chamber since July. Here she is.
Thanks very much, Connie. Here's your Highland Lakes forecast for the Burnett County area on Northland Communications, Channel 15. The first day of fall may have been last Thursday, but it finally feels like fall this week. If you are prone to taking an afternoon dinner stroll tonight, you might want to bring along a light jacket. After a high in the mid to upper 80s today, we can expect mostly clear conditions this evening with an overnight low around 56 degrees. More of the same in store for Thursday, sunny and mild, very little humidity with a high around 86 degrees. We'll warm up slightly by the end of the week, but another mild front is expected by Friday night, so these fall-like conditions will continue into the weekend. That's your Highland Lake forecast for the Burnett County area. I'm Brittany Gosden for the Picayune TV. Back to you, Connie.
Thank you very much, Brittany. Great job. Brittany wanted us to let viewers know about a few upcoming events by the Chamber. The Marble Falls Citywide Garage Sale is coming up this Saturday at Johnson Park. It's from 9 to 4. And mark your calendar for Market Day, November 13th. Time now for Headline Sports. Jennifer Fierro joins us now with the latest on Faith and Burnett volleyball. Jennifer?
Connie, Faith Academy had a scorching performance to go with the very hot temperatures on Faith Field on Saturday as they scorched Sugar Land Lagos Prep 62-14 in the game that ended shortly after the fourth quarter started. Now, the Flames had this great performance from their outstanding senior Dylan Robichaud, who rushed for 3 touchdowns, including one for 79 yards, which set a school record for the longest touchdown in program history. After the game, I had a chance to catch up with Faith Academy first-year coach Russ Roberts, who talked about this week's district opener against Kerrville Our Lady of the Hills. You guys now are starting to prepare for district play. Tell me about district and, going in with the 5-0 record, what kind of confidence that gives you.
Well, it gives us confidence, but I tell you what, it's needed confidence because Kerrville, Our Lady, is an outstanding football team, and they're going to come in here mad. They got beat last night. They're going to be furious. They're going to be ready to play, and we've got to be at our best, and I think we will be.
We are going to be mentioning a little bit of our cross-country news, and that's because the Mustangs will be at Old Settlers Park this weekend in the McNeil Invitational. Why talk cross-country? It's simple, because Old Settlers Park is the site of the Class 4A state meet. Head coach Carrie Grona wanted her runners to have a brief look at the actual course to know what to expect. That's it for sports. I'm Jennifer Fierro. Connie, back to you.
Thanks, Jennifer, for that report. We have good news for the arts in Marble Falls. The Texas Commission on the Arts has given Harmony School of Creative Arts a $6,500 endowment. The money will assist the organization with its programs. Harmony, which is located right off of Mormon Mill Road in Marble Falls, holds events and provides training and lessons in activities such as music, dance, theater, cultural tourism, and art education. Those were your headlines. Stay tuned. Coming up next, Friday night highlights, wrapping up Faith Academy and Burnett football from the past Friday night. Thanks for joining me on the Picayune TV. I'm Connie Swinney. Vera's Strength and Fitness. Fitness programs that are fun and exciting with true performance and true results. Vera's Strength and Fitness, 708 Industrial Boulevard, Suite 101 in Marble Falls.
Faith Academy's 62-14 thumping of Sugar Land Lagos Prep Saturday was highlighted by a school record. Senior running back Dylan Robichaud ran 79 yards for a touchdown after the Lions pinned the Flames on their own one.
That was a long one. That was definitely one of the biggest challenges as far as me, I got like 225 pounds to carry, so it's not exactly fun to run that far. I mean, it's nice. It's a school record. I had an excellent crackback by number 21, Jason Bird. Nailed a kid, and then I had a good lead block by my other team, so it's good.
While head coach Russ Roberts was pleased to see such a historic run, he said he had a much simpler reason for the play.
The intent was to get the ball out away from the goal line. I called a play that gave us a solid blockers. Jason Bird threw an outstanding block. He had the crackback block. Randy Burton did a great kick-out block, and as it turned out, Randy didn't have to kick out. he actually led Dylan down the field and threw a great job. They both had to run, and then Dylan just had probably a lot more energy than anybody knew. But that was a great play on their part, and they did what I wanted, and that's the way you draw it up.
Faith scored on just about every possession in the first half, building a 42-8 lead.
The first half, we had a full first team going full speed. We have great effort from everybody. Number 7, Peter Perkins, he's out there to hit you, and he will not slow down ever. And everybody else on the team never quits. They always work together, so it's good.
Roeder said the lopsided total shows the weapons the Flames have.
Well, it's actually really funny because we were in film and we were scouting for the other team, and we knew exactly who we needed to key for them, but Dylan Robichaux, number 33, was making fun of us, saying, when you go against us, you got to worry about him, 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 you got to worry about him. We got so many guys that can do things for us, and they're all so fast, and we all play tough, and that's what matters.
Lagos was able to score on its last possession of the first half and its first possession of the second half. The Lions called for an onside kick after the second touchdown and got it, but Faith kept them at bay.
I don't think the momentum ever changed. I think that we had to get on our kids a little bit. I thought we got a little bit rambunctious toward the end of the first half. We talked to them a little bit about kind of backing off and making sure that I told them, I said, there'll be no more personal fouls. You notice there was not. I think that caused them kind of rock back on their heels a little bit. We lost a little bit of our aggressiveness, but as you see, we got it back.
Yeah, our defense did good. Logos, once again, not one of our biggest competitors, but they definitely had, they had a good offense. They had fairly good players. They definitely had some speed, but we kept it up pretty good.
The victory means the Flames improved to 4-0 and will now get ready for their district opener against Kerrville Our Lady of the Hills at Faith Field Friday night at 7:30. Defense and special teams set the early tone for the Burnett High School football team Friday in the Bulldogs' 33-22 victory over Gatesville. After the Hornets took a 3-0 lead, senior defensive end Blaine Posey blocked a punt. That set up a 39-yard field goal by senior kicker Tyler Clark. Burnett added a safety for a 5-3 lead. Senior halfback Joe Brown scored Burnett's first touchdown from 44 yards out. From then on, the Bulldogs never looked back as they built a 19-10 halftime advantage. Senior receiver Aaron Thomas added a touchdown in the third quarter and recovered a fumble and recorded an interception in the final stanza. Burnett is now 4-1 overall and will enjoy a bye this week before starting District 25 3A play. And those are your Friday night highlights. I'm Jennifer Fierro.
Community loud, community proud.
We got spirit, how about you?
Supporting our local schools all year round. Marble Falls, Kingsland, Horseshoe Bay. American Bank of Texas. This bank is your bank. Member FDIC.